Oh, this feels good, peeps. Back out on the bike. Whew. God, it's been a while. And as you can probably tell by the ground, it's been a bit mucky around here in Bristol. I won't lie to you. But it does feel good to get back out on the bike, man. Because really, I was chatting to my mate. And we were just like, England, or Bristol at least, seems to have just completely skipped summer. You know? Like, June was like super hot. Like super, super hot. And then July has just been terrible. July's just been really bad. It was rain every day. Apparently it might rain here at 12, and if you can see the clouds, I think that's kind of likely. But this ride that I'm filming today, this ride that we're filming today has an ulterior motive. So some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I recently just left my workplace. Got a new job. It's down in Bath. So what I did was, my original workplace was a 6-mile ride. And in my head, I don't know if any of you are from Bristol, but I keep thinking that Bath is like really far away. But it really isn't. Cheers, man. Cheers, buddy. A lot. No. So yeah, as I said, slightly ulterior motive. So you always think that Bath's like really far away, and but then I put it into my sat nav, door to door. So as I said, door to door to my current workplace, or the workplace I just left rather, was 6 miles, bang on. And then for this new role in Bath, it's 6.7. So yeah, seems I completely made up the distance in my head. So I thought, whilst I'm on, my break, I'll go out, give it a little go, and I'll take you on that little journey with me, and we can see how we get on, see how long it takes, all that kind of stuff, and we can have a little chat. Because let's be honest, it's been a while. It's been a while since we were able to, do this kind of thing. And, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. And as you can notice, I'm not going quite as fast as I usually do. I'm just chilling out here 14 mile an hour. And that's for 2 reasons. One, I want to see what kind of battery I can get going there, because on 5, honestly, as fun as it is, it does absolutely rinse your battery, which wouldn't be a problem if I was working, because I'd go there on 5 all the way, then charge that when I got there. But I can't do that today, so we need to make sure that I have at least 60% battery for the ride back, because I don't want to be stranded 7 miles from home. That would be a big rip indeed. So yeah, this ride we're just relaxing on a level 3 pedal assist. Now, as well, this video may be a little bit different, because as I mentioned, I've just left my workplace. Now, one of the perks of my workplace was that they paid for my Adobe subscription. So my video editing, graphical editing, all that kind of stuff, they paid for that subscription for me. So now I've left, I don't have access to it anymore. So this video will probably be the only video on my channel that I do with good old iMovie on my Mac. So if it feels a little bit different, that's why. But on the plus side, where I'm going is an Adobe Creative Campus, so I will get Adobe back. Which will be nice, because I really do miss it already. So here we are, we're back on the cycle track now, peeps. Back on the cycle track, we know, we love, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, what I'm hoping for is to have at least 60% by the time I get to the gate. Because if I get to the gate with 60%, that means, God willing, even if I had to go to work on my bike and there was a power cut or something, I could go all the way there and all the way back, no problems. We're sat on 92 at the moment, and because I'm filming on my phone, my face, I can't actually see how many miles we've done. There you go, as you can see, it's quite wet down here still. To be fair, it did rain a little yesterday, and because I was planning on doing this yesterday with my first day off, but it rained, so I was just like, oh, can't be asked. But as you can see, there's still lots of puddles. And remember, this is like late July. Well, what I can do, because I've just noticed, I was being a silly sod really, because I've got an Apple Watch, and my Apple Watch tells me I've done 3.4 kilometers. So you guys can put that into miles in your head. I wish I had done it beforehand, because now I can track the distance we've covered, because it is about 6.7 miles. Whatever that is in kilometers, work it out. But yeah, we're sitting on 92, and a big part of me thinks that's probably just like voltage sag. Really, I reckon if I turn it off, turn it back on, it'll probably be about 9900. I reckon. Now, obviously, guys, you're maybe wondering why this path is so damn quiet, and that's because I have 11 days off before I start my new job, and this is a Friday, so everyone else is at work, and I'm just toddling along on the cycle path on my own, really, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Because the thing is, as well, about this battery, when you have it on, because this was kind of the thing we worked out, wasn't it? One of my early videos about calories burned while riding a bike. And the thing is, you can tell, because I'm going along here between 14.8 and 15.1 mile an hour. And if you look down on there, hopefully you can see it if I put my head at it. When I'm up at 15, it drops all the way down to only 220 watts. So basically, most of the power is coming from my leggies, which is obviously burning those calories and stopping it using the battery. But, you know, when you have it up at 5, it very, very rarely drops below 700 watts. You know, it's usually up around 1,000, 1,100. But, yeah, it's just powering through that. But we just lost 1% at 4.3 kilometers. Now, I'm not being funny, but I know I've said this before. I know we've rid here before, but if this was your daily commute to work, that's not bad, is it? That is not bad. You know, there's much worse. There's much worse out there than riding through these nice-looking fields. Oh, guys, I've got a funny story to tell you about, and this story really is just about not judging a book by its cover. So, I was riding home from work the other day. It was Tuesday this week, actually. I was riding home from work, and on my ride home from work, I got a load of like tunnels and bridges and stuff that I go under. And the thing is, in between 8 and half 9 and then 4 and 6 o'clock, it's not too bad because the cycle track's like full of people. But I left work early at like 2 o'clock. So I end up I'm just on my own, right? So I'm riding, right, and I get to this bridge, right? And there's, I think it was 3. I want to say 3, it might be 4, but it was definitely 3 was the minimum. 3 guys stood and just chilling under the bridge, drinking cider, right? And they got a couple of bikes, a couple of scooters with them. And they're like mid-20s, something like that, a little bit younger than me. A little bit. And as I was riding past, I had my AirPods on. But one of them looked at me and said something. But not in a, like, angry way. Like he said something, smile on his face, and I didn't hear him. So I put on the brakes, skidded a little bit. I think he thought that I was going to fall off because he went, whoa! And I was like, skidded a little bit, and I turned the bike around and rode back to them. And I took my AirPods on. I was like, sorry, mate, I got my AirPods on. Didn't hear you, right? And he was like, mate, that is such a cool bike. He was like, what's that? He was like, what brand is that? All that kind of stuff. Just asking about it. Asking me how fast it goes, how it does up hills, all that kind of stuff. And then he just wished me well. He was like, right, see you later, man. You know what I mean? And I think, and as I rode away, I was thinking about life as me, right? So, like, I'm 6'5", I'm a big guy. I usually look quite angry, even though I'm not. And people are sometimes intimidated by me or scared of me, especially in a darkened alley or something like that. And so I know what that feels like. And I think that's why my natural reaction was to think the opposite. So I just went back. I think most people would have just got on thinking that they're going to mug them or something. But, like, I went and I just chatted and they were all fine, you know? So it's like, I think it's quite easy for us to think the worst about people, you know, especially when they're sat 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday drinking cider under a bridge. But they were absolutely lovely blokes. And if for any reason they ever watch one of my videos, I hope they remember me, and you were lovely guys. And then in stark contrast to that, yeah, stark fucking contrast to that, I was riding, I still can't believe this really happened. But I was riding to work. It was actually the same day, I believe. And my commute to work is usually pretty busy. You know, it's normal time. It's the main cycle path into Bristol, into the city centre. So it's quite busy. So I'm riding. I'm probably about 2/3 of the way to work. And then up ahead of me, there's a couple on their bikes, yeah? So the bloke's in front, his wife / girlfriend / partner / sister, who knows, behind him. And then just in front of them, right, is a mum who's just on her phone, right? Not on her phone talking, like on her phone, like Instagramming or TikToking or whatever these people do nowadays. And her kid is on he's on his bike and he's like riding behind her. And so I'm coming down the cycle track. This couple are going probably like 10 mile an hour, something like that. And I'm coming past them like 15, 16. So like I'm coming past them. And then as we're riding, we can see this, right? So I'm behind them like this. They're probably like 3 or 4 bike lengths in front of me. I go like this to go round them. She just comes out in front of me. And then, in front of her, the little kid just decides to come out on his bike and just like stop in the middle, right? So she like puts on her brakes. I put on my brakes. And then she turns around and looks at me like it's my fault. And she's like, and she goes to me, she looks at me and she goes, "You're going too fast." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "You're going too fast. You nearly hit the kid." And I was like, "Wait a minute. I ain't even gone past you yet." I was like, "I didn't even hit you, let alone the kid, and you're in front of me." And she was just like, "You're going too fast." And I was just like, "No, you went out when you knew I was coming past you." And she knew I was coming past her because she had a mirror like me. So she knew I was coming past her. And she just, mate. And I was just like, you know, she's like, "No, I don't care what you say. You're going too fast." So I just looked at her. I put it into 5. I put it into 5. And I just went, "Nope, you're going too slow." Right, So at the moment we have gone 7.8 kilometers and we are at 82%. Yeah, it seems like being on a cycle track and being around people, it's a lottery. And don't prejudge, you know. I guess some people would be scared, understandably so. I guess I have the luxury of just being who and what I am. Because I know my girlfriend, she would not have stayed there. She would have been like, ride away. There's cows in the field, I didn't even notice. Cows. As I said in one of my last videos, are you even British if you don't moo at a cow? Let's be honest. Right guys, I'm just going to stop here, see where the hell I am, so the face shortly for a short period of time. Okay, so 2.5 miles left. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to stop face cam now, because I want to be able to know when and where I need to go. So what I'm going to do first of all is have a little vape break. Tell you what, we'll turn off the bike, have a little vape break. But yeah, imagine this is just casual, innit? You know what I mean? Get up in the morning, get on your electric bike, ride down here all the way to work. And the best bit, because it's electric, you won't even be like super sweaty when you get there. And this is one of the main reasons that I bought the thing in the first place. Because I don't like being dirty. I don't like that feel, you know, like I'm the type of guy that washes his hands when he gets back from work, you know what I mean? The feel of the day on my hands, I need to get it off. But I think this is the perfect thing, you know, for doing these everyday kind of things. Right, let's go. Let's get stepping, turn it back on, see if the voltage sag has gone. 90%, right, so that will very quickly go back to 80, to the voltage sag area. But it is funny, and I can't remember, someone commented on one of my very first videos saying about voltage sag, and then I did some research into it. And to be fair to the bloke, he was absolutely right. Was definitely voltage sag. And I'd imagine, from what I've read, it's on every bike. Every bike will lie to you a little bit about what is exactly in the battery. Like it'll usually show less than there actually is. So I guess in terms of half full or half empty cup, that's half full, right? Because you know you got a little bit more than it's saying you do. I just thought, because I'm not filming my face, you're now listening to the horrible audio from this thing, aren't you? So, no, not voice, not BVOI. No, stop doing B. We need voice memo. Word. Hello, 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 hello. There we go. And now you should have normal audio back, peeps. And it is pretty cool that I can see on the now see the sound waves, so I can see there's a lot less noise on this mic than there is on this mic, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's go back to that. I'm just hoping that it's still recording. Yeah, still recording my voice. So apparently we've got 16 minutes left for 2 miles. What? We've been riding 26 minutes, 42 seconds at the moment. So, it'd be a good test to see how long it takes me, and then I'll know for the future. Be nice riding near this quiet every day, I tell you. It won't be like this, but it would be nice. Right, it's telling us to come off here. Interesting. Turn right. Turn right where? Ah. Okay. So right turn here. Wow, this is the path least traveled, isn't it? Eh? Look at this. Now imagine we're going to have to get out on the road in a minute. I just hope they got a cycle track or, you know, lane I can use. Okay. I guess we're going on the path until we can cross the road. It looks like I could have came out there as well. Oh no, there's a fence. Definitely couldn't have come out there. Well, this is a cycle path, there you go. So we can ride along this. I don't want to be stopped by the feds. Just feels wrong, you know, going along here with all the cars coming at me. Dangerous. And there we go, guys. I am at my new workplace. It's just up there. And I'm not going to go in because I want it to be fresh for my first day. But that is it. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. And now I'm going to ride back. But the most important thing is we are sitting at 75%. It only took 25%, so I could do this journey back and forth 4 times. Lit. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. It's been great to get back out on a bike now. The sun's coming out. I'm going to have to take off this jacket and like wrap it around me or something. But yeah, been an absolute pleasure. And I'll see you in the next one. And remember, stay awesome.